John, I like seeing the kind of play that Greg Hocko made here. I think that kind of advanced move is what's going to get it done in the Dome. You can't just sit around and hope that you're always dealt big, beautiful cards. It just doesn't happen enough.
He proved the check re-raise is effective. A 10-8 deuce on the flop. Hocko hooking up on the eights.
4.
Player 5 bets 4,000.
He immediately bets it, and West immediately lays it down. The man they call G-Hawk, pushing his stack in the positive direction. All kinds of lights, bells and whistles, cameras, energy, heart monitors, 15-second clocks.
Player 1 makes it 7,000. Player 3 calls.
Sheldon, very playable. Sorry, check that. West had a very playable hand, but he was out of position. Hocko, playable hand, but also out of position.
All right, John.
And I think that's a good fold.
And John White's been calm, cool, and collected tonight as he takes that one down. The 64-year-old out of Tennessee, a family man with 2 children. John recently retired from his very high-tech profession. It has to do with nuclear physics.
I have a background in physics and nuclear engineering, and I've been involved in working on research projects related to nuclear energy. Some people believe that poker is a game of mathematics. It doesn't really help me because I think that poker is a game of skill plus luck, and I'd rather have luck.
He even admits, with all his knowledge and understanding of numbers and things that we probably would never understand, that luck is very important in poker.
I think one of the standard phrases you hear around poker tables all around the world is, "I'd rather be lucky than good."
Words to live by in this game. And Michael, we both know you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a nuclear scientist to play this game, but it doesn't hurt. It can't hurt.
It also doesn't hurt to be dealt pocket pairs or ace-king. Sheldon and White surely are going to hook up here, John Kelly.
The flop comes queen, king, jack. White nailing the king.
And you know, for Sheldon, I actually think that this is going to be a flop that's not going to cost him anything, because 3 overcards came. He knows that unless his opponent's pulling a big bluff, he had to catch something there.
Our nuclear physicist takes down another pot. He's had ace-king a couple times tonight, and he's capitalized both times.
White has jumped up to 80,000 in chips. Every player started with 50,000.
Player 3 folds.
Wow, and White, another good hand.
Fold.
4,000.
Fold.
Player 6 calls. 3 players.
West has raised.
Raise 10 more.
A re-raise.
Player 1 raises 10 more.
White making the move. West letting go of his king-queen, as does Bates with his 4-3. So another hand, back-to-back victories by our chip leader, John White. So he's starting to feel his way around this table, accumulating chips. A quick look at the chip count. John White still on top. 1 player eliminated. That's Rick Martin. Dale West currently in last place. And Michael, right now, we've noticed aggressiveness paying off. What are your thoughts on this one for John White?
Well, John White so far has, in fact, been our most aggressive player, and he is the chip leader. But let's be real about it. He's had the best card so far. He should be raising pre-flop.
And he's taking advantage of his strong cards. So right now, 88,000 in chips puts him as the man to catch. We started with 6 players. We are down to 5.
Call.
As we make our way towards a $25,000 payday tonight.
Call.
Player 1 calls.
Chip.
Player 3 checks.
3 players will see a flop. 8, deuce, queen.
That is a very powerful flop for our chip leader, White. It's a combination flop. He made bottom pair with a flush draw,
Player 1 bets 6,000.
and he bets it.
Best hand and one club away from his flush.
Sheldon, contemplating the inside straight draw, says, not this time.
Fold.
And G-Hawk also lets it go. So our chip leader, John White, bets his pair of deuces, and he wins another hand. Now, if you like the action you see here and you're ready to be part of the most exhilarating and breathtaking poker series ever to hit television, guess what? All you have to do is log on to MansionPoker.com. Register and enter daily online qualifiers, and yes, it could be you. Each week, 6 lucky players from around the world are flown to fabulous downtown Las Vegas to compete inside the Poker Dome. Log on now to MansionPoker.net, and you can earn a shot at $1 million. That's what each of these 5 remaining players are hoping to do, advance tonight and move on for a 7-figure payday.
John White is about a third of the way there. He's almost at that 100,000 chip mark. Our winner tonight will have all 300,000 chips stacked before him.
Bates with a pair of 7s as we go to the flop two-handed. 10, 4, ace.
There are 4 checks.
West has improved, but certainly can't like bottom pair with a deuce kicker.
A 5 on the turn.
There are 4 checks.
West has a inside straight draw. A 3 will complete that.
Bates still with the best hand, betting his 7s. West makes the call, and it's a jack on the river.
There are 4 checks. There are 6 checks.
Bates flips over his pocket 7s. A 22,000 chip pot for Bates. The Aussie, another hand victory.
He's celebrating what amounts to his 1-year anniversary with poker.
Congratulations. Seems to be a fine relationship so far.
And wouldn't that be a wonderful anniversary present? Here you are, sir. A check for $25,000.
Well, and he made the effort to fly all the way over from the Philippines, so he's hoping to make that
How
worthwhile.
much is in there?
8 more.
Oh, 8.
Dale West starting to get low, and even more important, John, Dale West, I sense, is getting a little bit aggravated with people raising him. He hasn't had very good cards. He hasn't put in a single pre-flop raise, and the other players are making him their personal whipping boy.
There are 1 fold.
Eventually, I expect him to crack.
There are 3 folds. There are 4 folds.
Won't crack on this hand.
There are 5 calls. Option.
Check.
6 checks.
G-Hawk makes the call. 2-handed to the flop. Ace, king, 6. Hako hooks up on the
There are
aces.
6,000. There are 6 folds.
Hako and Bates, early nemesises. They hook up again. This time, Hako gets the best of it.
All night we've seen some gamesmanship, and we saw it earlier, Hako making sure he knew and showed everybody, yes, I have a tendency to bluff, be ready. I want to be unpredictable tonight.
There are 3 folds. There are 4 folds.
Fold.
There are 5 folds.
Call.
There are 6 calls.
Bates and White, battle of the blinds. We go to the flop.
7, Jack, Queen.
Check.
Bates still in front.
6.
There are 1 good.
Bates has that inside straight draw, but White has position and a whole bunch of chips.
It looks like he's planning on taking advantage of it with the bet.
Call.
There are 6 calls.
But Bates makes the call. Another queen on the turn.
There are 6 checks.
White needs to bet here.
Check.
There are 1 checks.
Looks like he's given up any. Ooh! And Bates has hit
Right.
his straight. White's not going to pay him off, John. He has nothing.
Bates rightfully bets it, but unlikely to see any action.
There are 1 call.
So our chip leader lets it go, and it is Steve Bates taking this one down, adding to his stack. So Bates making a few moves here, trying to get himself in position to take over that top spot. This is Speed Poker.